Welcome to the third episode of Delectable Collectibles. If you've been tuned in so far, thank you so much for watching. And if you're checking us out for the first time, I hope you have a good time. We're here today in Burbank, California, checking out Black Cat Comic Books and Collectibles. Let's head inside and see what they have for us. We are here inside Black Cat Comic Books and Collectibles with the owner, Kyle.
How's it going?
Kyle, why don't you tell us a little bit about this place? This place looks incredible.
So all the toys and all the comics and everything are from mine and my dad's collection. My dad's been collecting since the late 70s, kind of when Star Wars came out. I came along and I got into it. He started getting me into comic books, and from there, this is what happens.
That's awesome. So this is kind of like a family thing. It was like
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely like I own the business with my wife. Mm-hmm. So she's here with me every day. My dad's here every other day, bringing us more stuff and hanging out, and so yeah, it's definitely like a family, very small family business.
Nice.
So,
I love that, man.
Yeah.
And just what do you guys do? Any events? Do you guys do anything special here?
We do a comedy night. Like every other month, we're trying to get it monthly, but it's cosplay comedy.
Awesome.
It's cool. So the comedians come dressed up as a character, and then they do comedy as that character.
That's great. Seriously, that's awesome. I'm actually probably going to come and check that out sometime. That's really cool. Yeah. That's cool. Awesome. So let's dig into some of the collectibles you have here. We are looking at, what are we looking at right here?
So this is from the first Spider-Man movie, Tobey Maguire.
Awesome.
Arguably the greatest Spider-Man.
I would actually agree with you on that. And if any of you out there disagree, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Tell us who you think is the best. What are the other ones? We got Andrew Garfield.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland, yeah. Which actually Tom Holland reminds me of like an ADD Spider-Man.
Yeah, which is kind of like how he was in the comics. Like he's very like sort of like all over the place.
Yeah.
Which is good. This is just a good like. I think Tobey was a good Peter Parker. Mm-hmm. Which is I think harder to do.
No, I totally agree. This was my favorite, and maybe it's just because it was like the first Spider-Man movie to come out during like my time. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But there were some pulls from how it really happens. How he shoots the web and things like that. But I thought they did a really cool job with it. Yeah. I liked the way he portrayed the character. I liked the movements of Spider-Man. Just everything about it was awesome. Especially Spider-Man 2 with Dr. Octopus. Yeah.
That one's almost perfect.
Yeah, that movie is incredible.
It's like The Dark Knight, I think of like the Marvel movies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hands down. Yeah. I mean, the train fight scene as they're going through New York.
So good.
Priceless scene.
When they, like pass him back.
Like, that is so epic in the end as they carry the hero over the. Yeah, exactly. So, this is a super awesome toy. This is rare. What makes this guy so special?
So, Toy Biz did this line of figures, and I think this is from Wave 3. And I think by that time, they just weren't producing as many in a case. Mm-hmm. So they were probably doing, there's like a Spider-Man, and they were like focusing a lot on like Peter without a mask, which was kind of cool because both figures were maskless.
Yeah.
Which is neat, but I mean, by Wave 3, it was like, what else can you do? Let's do the one weird scene of him as a wrestler.
As a wrestler, yeah.
And you take like his limbs apart, and like you put this weird rubber suit on him, and like it's the weirdest figure.
That's awesome. But that's what makes it special. That's what makes it something to come and get.
Yeah.
So this guy's got a nice hefty price tag on it, $200, huh?
Yeah, I was pretty surprised when I looked up this whole line. Like most of the figures are going for like $80 to $90, but this one was going for like, it was more like in the $250 range, but like it's crazy. Yeah.
Well, him being the best Spider-Man, that's why I said it. I can definitely see why that would be the case. Yeah. Awesome. So, what else do you guys have to show us?
Got some more stuff over here.
Yeah, let's take a look. Nice.
So we got King Hulk
Nice.
from the Marvel Legends. So this is when Hasbro took over, because Toy Biz was doing Marvel Legends for a while. And this was probably the best wave, just because of the Fing Fang Foom. Like, they would do these Build-A-Figures, and they were usually about 12 to 13 inches, but this one was like 16 inches, so he's like...
Oh, and I see you get pieces for that figurine. Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
So there's a She-Hulk figure in this line, and she comes with a head, and the head is the size of the figure. I mean, and you, like, if you feel the weight of this figure, it's...
Oh yeah,
it's hefty. Yeah, it's a good size Hulk figure.
I mean, it just looks incredible too. And from my growing up age, I remember Hasbro definitely being the best, one of the better toy companies out there. Real detail, like you can really move the figurines around and get in there. And, yeah, exactly. Yeah. It looks very solid. I mean, I can only imagine how awesome the dragon is when it's complete.
Fing Fang Foom, that's a random figure.
So I imagine when this dragon is put together, man, this must be like quite the something to check out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of insane that how tall he is compared to these figures, because these are good sized figures, and he's like, you know, like 16 or something.
Yeah, this is probably almost an accurate.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
How many pieces are in this this collection here?
So it takes 8 pieces. So there's 8 figures in this line. And then each one comes with one single piece. Some people have like half a tail. The others will have like the bottom of the torso. She-Hulk has the top of the head, like the head and the neck. One guy has a wing and an arm. So, yeah.
Man, that's awesome. Seriously, something like that really drives you to collect the entire thing, because I know I would want to put that guy together as soon as possible.
A lot of people will collect, and they'll have to buy 2, because they'll want one in the box, and then they'll buy one to open to build the figure. So, you know, when figures are like, you know, $180, or the rest of that line, each figure is about $100 a piece. It gets real expensive real fast.
Yeah, I imagine the set altogether is quite the expensive little collection piece too.
Yeah.
Awesome. So unfortunately, Hulk doesn't do too well in the movies, with the exception of when he's in other people's movies.
Exactly.
Seems to be pretty popular in other people's movies, but can't hold his own movies down.
It's too bad.
So this is our Marvel stuff. Okay. What else you got going on first? You got any DC stuff that we can check out?
Well, superpowers.
Awesome.
The most ridiculous one. Superman's ship, which, I mean, why would Superman need a ship?
Yeah, that makes absolutely no sense.
And then on the top here, have one of the other weird things is Superman's with Aquaman. Superman and Aquaman.
And his one-seater ship.
In his
one-seater ship, yeah. Clearly not for convenience.
Yeah, it's an odd... But, I mean, they were trying to make anything and everything that they could to keep people buying the lines. Like, I mean,
it even looks hilarious just looking at Superman sitting at a console.
Yeah, it's weird.
Shouldn't he be smashing the console? You know,
I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
but it's cool. I mean, it's a great ship. It looks cool. I don't know. They probably should have just had it be like anybody else's.
Yeah, I mean, any other hero would have worked in this one.
Yeah,
anybody.
But yeah. I mean,
that's cool. That's cool. When did this looks really old?
This is 84.
84. Nice.
When the Super Hours cartoon was on. So.
Man.
Yeah.
That is quite the piece right there. Yeah. Awesome. What's the tag on this guy?
This one's $70.
$70.
Yeah.
Wow. Quite the collector's piece, guys.
Yeah, but
seriously.
It is pretty much sealed.
Yeah, I mean, well, as sealed as you can get from the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like, cardboard's gonna have its day.
That's true.
This is pretty cool, man. Yeah. Do you have anything else from this era that we could check out?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I have this.
Now this looks evil.
So this is Darkseid's ship. It's cool.
And
so I put it together this morning, but I do have the box over here. So.
Nice. Yeah, let's take a look. Very nice. Here, I'll hold on to this guy over this way. Very cool box. So Darkseid, for those of you who don't know and who only stick to the Marvel side, is pretty much the Apocalypse for DC. It's pretty much who he is. You can even see some similarities, some odd similarities. But tell me about these other two guys on the box here.
So it's Calibac, I think.
This guy right here?
Yeah, over here. And then Desaad on the other side. Kind of his, Desaad's like his right-hand man, and Calibac is kind of like who he sends out to, like, tell people he's coming.
Got it. He's the messenger of doom, basically.
Yeah.
And so, and these guys are the enemies of the Justice League, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
Nice,
Super
nice.
Friends, I
The
guess.
Super Friends. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Little nicer name, Super Friends.
Yeah. And what were these guys called? The bad guys?
So
What
there
were
was
they called?
Legion of Doom, and that was like Lex Luthor and like all those guys, and they were just their own.
And they had that cool little fort in the water.
Yeah, that would come out of the swamp. Yeah,
For no reason, it would lift up and then
Yeah.
go back down for no reason.
Yeah,
They're just trying
makes
to
some sense.
just trying to give out their
Nice shot,
position.
though. It was cool.
We
Yeah.
give away our position for 25 minutes a day, and then
Yeah.
we go back underwater.
Exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. So this guy, this looks. I mean, this has got to be an expensive piece. I mean, it's
like,
in good condition. All the pieces are here.
Like opened, and it's missing like the plastic. Usually would be like wrapped in plastic. This is about $100 as it is right now, which isn't bad. I mean, it's a giant ship and like.
Oh yeah. I mean,
makes
it
noise.
makes noise.
You can take the pieces apart and like create other ships. So it's, it has like 3 different forms, I think, which is kind of cool. Sealed in the box, that's another like whole nother
ballpark, I imagine. Yeah, I mean, unsealed and it's still $100.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, this comes from the era when you bought toys that went along this line and they would actually sit inside of these vehicles. Yeah.
I mean, you'd fly
interact
this
with
around
them.
and like, this is a good hefty like toy. This is really. They don't make toys like this anymore.
Yeah. This is something you make your friends jealous with when you go play with it at the park.
Definitely. Yeah.
Awesome. Very cool. So, Marvel, DC, these things are all incredible. But there's another side to collectibles. Let's take a look at another side to collectibles.
Right, let's see. Jurassic Park.
Yes, I love Jurassic Park to death.
Me too.
Even
it's my
though,
favorite movie.
yes, me too,
yeah.
absolutely. Even though when I was a little boy during the raptor scene in the kitchen, I ran out of the movie theater.
Yeah, understandable.
It's a terrifying scene.
It still holds up, I think.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
This one's still, I believe, better than the Jurassic Park movies that come out today.
Oh, yes.
By
absolutely.
far. By far.
The movies hold up. Like, the characters are still good. The CGI is still good. Like, if you watch it today, like, you can tell it's aged a little bit, but it's not. It's still so good. I think it's because they use mostly, like, practical effects. Like, that T-Rex is real in a lot of the scenes. Like, and it's scary.
During the whole car scene.
Yeah, when he's crushing the car, like, it's a real
Yeah.
T-Rex foot. Like, it's good. And, like, the figures were pretty good. I mean, it's Kenner. The sculpts weren't great.
Yeah, Ellie looks a little off.
A little weird. She has like a pink shirt.
She needs to wax her eyebrows.
Yeah, it's a weird figure, but I mean, that was all we had, which was fine.
Yeah, and I mean, anybody who loved Jurassic Park would have been more than happy with this. I mean, it comes with a dinosaur.
Exactly. At least it's
who's not going to be stoked about that.
You know?
Yeah. Although this card's a little weird.
Yeah, the art on that is strange because it looks like she's firing a some sort of like harpoon gun at a dinosaur, which is I don't think something she would do.
Because I remember in the movie she was actually trying to help the dinosaur while he was like sicking on the ground. Yeah. This is an epic toy, man. Seriously, this is right out of my childhood right here. This is absolutely an incredible toy. What does a toy like this sell for?
I mean, a lot of the Jurassic Park figures are in like the $50 range. She's always a little harder to find. So probably like $60.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's in really great condition too.
Yeah, I was happy with that one.
That is pretty cool. Where do you find these things? How do you come across all these amazing collectibles?
My dad bought these off the rack.
Wow.
Like, when they came out, like he was buying these. And
original
the weird thing
owner.
Was, I had some that I would get and I would open them, not realizing like he had bought a figure as well for himself. And I was thinking about this today. I was like, it's weird that he had like these on the card when I remember playing with this stuff and like he just
collected them too. That's awesome. He had the eye for it, man. He knew what was up. He knew what
he was doing.
That's awesome. Well, he comes from the era when Star Wars, and if you would grab some of the original Star Wars toys, man, you'd be cleaning up right now.
Exactly.
Very, very awesome. Let's touch base on maybe one more item that's off like this too. Off of DC, off of Marvel. What else do we got here that would seriously take us back to? Yes, that is what I'm talking about. Ninja Turtles.
There you go. And it's from the Universal Monster line, which was pretty cool. It's April as the Bride of Frankenstein. I think they did. Who else did they do? I guess here. They didn't do a Frankenstein, which is weird. But I think it's Michelangelo as the Invisible Man, which is pretty sweet, and Leonardo as the creature. So it's a cool line. I mean, not something you see all the time. Yeah, turtles though.
No, I mean, oh my God, a huge Turtles fan. I actually remember when these toys were out. I had the Leonardo
That's cool.
for sure.
I know
dude.
I still have the Michelangelo somewhere.
I made one mistake one time when I was opening up a Michelangelo. I was super young, and it was at the time when you'd still get toys and they'd come in and you have to like break the things out of the little plastic thing,
yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
And I don't know what I was thinking. He came with one nunchuck, and I was like, oh, they're stuck together. I should break them apart, and they're two. And so I ended up literally just breaking his nunchuck in half.
Man.
And it was the one nunchuck that he came with. So, which was stupid because we all know he has two, and that's that's BS. And can we just mention one thing right here? Is he holding a bong? It seriously looks like he may be holding a bong here, and I do know that it's from the '80s, so that might be some symbolism, guys. That might be what that is. This is awesome. This is absolutely awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle, thank you so much for showing us this place. This store is absolutely incredible. I love the collectibles you have. They seriously take me back to my childhood and beyond. If everybody wants to come in and check this place out, where can they find you guys?
We are at 3005 West Magnolia Boulevard in Burbank, California.
Awesome. Kyle, again, this was an amazing experience with you, and it's going to be an amazing experience for you guys if you come in. So don't forget to subscribe and leave your comments about who you think the best Spider-Man is at the bottom, all right? I mean, for all I know, I could be totally wrong, but me and Kyle, we're not. So let us know, guys, and thanks for watching Delectable Collectibles.